Hey guys, Jackie with Recharge Your Reason, coming back for my Mother's Day Madness Part 2. Today I am going to talk to you guys about my mom. I figured what better way to keep the Mother's Day Madness rolling than to kind of bring you guys into my world and hear a little bit about my amazing mother. I have tissues just in case, because if anyone knows me, knows I'm a little bit emotional, so I may tear up a little bit. But being an only child kind of had its advantages. You know, it was all about me, and I can remember being a little girl and looking up to my mom, like she was just the most amazing human being, person. I'll never forget being little and watching her sit at her vanity, getting ready. She had a routine with her makeup. She'd get out of the shower and her hair would be up in her towel, and she'd do her makeup and she'd put her obsession perfume on. And I remember just looking at her in awe and thinking, wow, she's so beautiful, and I just want to grow up to be just like her. My mom is such a strong woman. She always worked multiple jobs. I remember her working all day long and then bartending at night, and yet she was still there for me at every single soccer game that I played, and driving me to and from my friend's house. And she just, no matter what she was going through, if she was ever going through anything, I would never know. And then I got to be a teenager, and I probably sucked as a teenager. My emotions sucked. I fought with my mom. I fought with my dad. I just wanted to be away from home as much as possible. And I think as teenagers, we just don't understand. We think we're invincible, and our parents, hate us, and they just don't care about our feelings. And I know we soon learned that that's not true most of the time. But then I started to become a young adult, and I became pregnant at 17 years old, my senior year in high school. Having to tell my mom that broke my heart, and I'm pretty sure it broke hers. I still remember the day I had to tell her that I was pregnant. And she was so, I don't know if she was disappointed. I've never really asked her what she felt at that moment. But I do know that she probably felt a flashback, because she had me when she was 18. And the one thing she said to me was, I want better for you. I don't want you to have to go through the struggles that I went through. And I was 17. I thought I knew it all. And I'm like, whatever, I can do this. It's just me and the world and this little baby that I'm going to bring in. And this caused a lot of conflict between me and my mom. I moved out of her house and moved in with my dad. And I think for me, I felt like I let her down and that I disappointed her. And it brings me back to being a little girl in that moment when I just wanted to grow up and make her so proud. And I think the moment she held my son for the first time, we were able to move aside. I became a mom. I stepped into that role. And from that moment on, I knew I had a chance to prove myself and to show her that I wasn't gonna just be a stereotypical teen mom. I was gonna make her proud in one way or another. Becoming a mom myself brought me and my mother's relationship back together, and I think made it stronger than it ever could have been. I started to understand more of what I put her through growing up, and I started to realize maybe more of the struggles that she might have had growing up in taking care of me. But I'll tell you what, she never showed them. Fast forward a few years, I, find a great guy to take care of Tyler and myself, and we go on and we have our own kids together. Now it's our family of 5, and things are moving along. I'm proud of what I'm doing, and I know my mother's proud of me. And I get the phone call that kind of broke my world into pieces. And she called me. I was 25 years old. Mom was 42. And she called me to tell me that she got her results back from her biopsy and she had breast cancer. This day replays over and over in my head. She ended the phone call telling me that everything was going to be okay because she refused to watch her grandbaby. She was going to be around to watch her grandbabies grow old. And at that moment, I knew there was no stopping her. She had a reason to fight, and I believed in her because, for 25 years, my mother never let me down. And so this was a fight we were all going to take together. I remember experiencing the craziest emotions you could imagine, thinking, you don't really understand what it feels like until it happens to you and your family. There's no way to describe it other than it sucked and it was the worst day of my life. Thankfully, I do have the most amazing mom that you could ever ask for. And she fought. Man, did she fight. I remember we took turns bringing her to chemo, and it was my turn, and I brought her, and I wasn't sure what to expect, and it was a little hard, but of course, this is my mom, all right, it's my turn. This is my turn to be strong for her. She was so strong for me through everything I went through in my own life, so now it was my turn to be strong for her. For as long as my mom was sick, she never, ever, ever once showed me that she was sick or in pain. And I almost wanted that moment for her to let me be there for her. And I was there for her, and I know she knows that, but she was just so strong-willed that she wouldn't let me see her in pain. And to this day, I don't know how she did it and how she fought the way she fought, but she did. I get a lot of messages from people because I share the way that I share, telling me that I'm inspiring, and everything that I do is to make my mom proud of the woman that she raised, because I don't ever want her to doubt that her struggle had any hardship on me. My mother worked hard. She still works hard. She's there for me. She's there for my kids. And I can't thank the world enough for the relationship that I have with my mom. I strive to make her proud every single day. And she tells me a lot how proud she is of me. And it just is the driving force behind what I do. Oh God, I'm sorry, guys. So that's a little bit about my mom. The biggest thing I get to say today, and I was kind of excited how it all panned out. Today marks the 7-year anniversary since my mom has been cancer-free. And it's so amazing to say, year after year, knowing that she's still with me and watching my kids grow is just the greatest feeling a little girl can have. Oh, God. Thanks, Amanda. Every Mother's Day that goes forward, it means a little bit more to me because I'm so thankful that she's still here with me and with the kids fighting hard as ever. And I hope that she watches this. I'm sure she will. I hope she knows how proud I am to call her my mom. Ah, God. So before I go, if you guys can all just click that love button to make the hearts go across the screen for my mom and for her journey and for how hard she fights, it would mean the world to me. And I just want to thank you guys all again for allowing me to be so vulnerable and to let you guys into my world, and just to share a little bit about where my drive comes from. I love you, Mom, and I hope you guys all, show your mom as much love as possible on Mother's Day. For anyone whose mom is not with them, I'm sure that she's with you every single day in your hearts. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day.